Hey, chat, where's the Starship launch? Does anybody know? Chat, this is what I want to watch, chat.
A 62 big ones.
T minus 5 minutes.
T minus 60 seconds now. That's where we can pause, we can wait. If we need to just kind of hang out for any pressurizations, anything like that to clear, we've got a couple of minutes to hang there. We will only hold if there's an issue, and we're not tracking any holds on the board right now.
That's right. Now, once T minus 60 seconds passes, a number of events will occur in rapid succession.
Do they import all the fuel and shit and put it in those tanks?
Configure their comm systems for flight, and they will rapidly run leak checks on gas and fluid tanks. Meanwhile, the booster will be going to internal power, and its engines will get their final priming for launch. Those ship engines will also begin their ascent bleed profile, and it will arm its automatic flight safety system. There's a lot of mechanical activations on the tower side as well, with one critical step being unlatching of the quick disconnect feeding propellant into the ship.
And once T minus 60 seconds has passed, we still have the ability to rapidly recycle the count under certain conditions back to that T minus 60 seconds point and hold there to assess what happened and if teams can proceed once again to T0. There's an estimated 5 to 8 minutes of hold time, and that's largely driven by the propellant temperatures that we see on the vehicle while holding. The flame diverter on pad 2, you can see it there at the base of Starship.
Very cool.
That activates at T minus 17 seconds. Now, if we hold, trigger a hold after T minus 17 seconds, that will
T minus 2 minutes for food. T minus 2 minutes for the thing
on the water. Now, for those that have just recently tuned in, once again, our primary test objectives for today's test flight includes a successful liftoff, stage separation. We also plan to deploy 20 Starlink V3 satellites. We have real satellites on board. We expect to have about 20 minutes of available time
it actually looks spectacular, though.
some tests and really
it actually looks like a futuristic rocket.
To put them to the test in that time.
It looks like
that's right, and we also
the rockets like back in the days, like the red ones.
For both the booster and the ship,
like in the movies.
It's going to be super exciting to see if we can return those safely back, so that way we can get ready for tower catches again.
And just a quick check-in, we got our final green light from the range, not tracking any issues on ascent or out in the Indian Ocean for entry, so that was kind of the final go for flight that we wait for in these final minutes.
Can you hear me, Major Tom Terry?
I'm now closing out on both vehicles. We have no holds on the board. Again, we've got that gate at T minus 1 minute. We're only going to hold if there's a reason, and currently there are no reasons.
Now, coming up here in a few seconds, we should have, actually right there we can see on screen, that's the base of the Super Heavy booster. Those are the 33 Raptor engines, and we expect to see and there they go, the TVC checkouts, also known as engine wiggles. We're activating those thrust vector control actuators to ensure that those center engines and the inner radius as well have the ability to steer the rocket.
Yep, super cool to see how fast
Welcome
those
to the jungle T now,
in flight,
xQcl.
it's amazing to see how it steers the vehicle. And we're coming up on that T minus 1 minute now on our countdown, so let's listen in.
Satellites and Starlink in despair, pointless. Actually, it helps the world a lot, though. Access to internet for countries that don't have it, easier access to internet for people who don't easier access to it, that's a big deal. For the whole globe.
The gate. Still no holds on the board. 50 seconds to go. Starship getting ready to fly.
My food's here, but it's okay. I'm just watching the rocket. Chat. One big, nice, healthy launch, we'll take that. But we will also take a big boom. If not. Well, it's entertainment. They wouldn't brought us if it was entertainment. I mean, I want to be entertained. We're trying to see a big, nice, healthy launch. Or boom!
7, 6, 5, 4,
78 at least, it's not 6.
1.
When you're in the...
Holy shit, insane!
Or you could get crew ups, and then you'll be in truants. Remember to eat up you crumbs. From your moms, she'll buy you drums.
Holy! That has so much thrust. That's insane. Oh my god! Oh my god! What the? How much time faster is that?
To flight, 33 out of 33 Raptor engines lit on the super heavy booster, arcing away from us here at Starbase.
Holy, how much? That is so fast.
Coming up on max Q, maximum aerodynamic pressure, which again for this flight is going to be higher than it has been on any of our previous Starship flights.
Yo, look how angled it is already. Holy shit, man.
Right, so we're passing through that maximum aerodynamic pressure over a minute now into flight. Still seeing 33 out of 33 Raptor engines lit and burning. Our next major moment's going to be coming up in just a little over a minute from now, when we're going to get the
actually exciting it. Chat,
we're going to shut down all but 5 of those engines on the booster. It's our version of MECO. Most engines cut off, and then we're going to ignite the 6 engines on the ship while it is still attached, to do that separation. As a reminder, we try to do a directional flip, so when you watch on your screen, we're hopefully going to be sending that booster towards the bottom of the frame. For the booster itself, it's like doing a flip up. It'll go towards the bottom of your frame. We do that by lighting the engines.
So it's a very short test, no?
Staggered sequence.
Well, I mean, it has to be, because look how quick it is. I mean, it already flipped.
Standing by for hot staging.
Let me move. Moving. Oh,
all but 5 engines down.
Cutoff. Tap.
6 ignite.
Backburn startup.
Ooh, that looks cool.
And the booster now doing its boost back burn. It looks like we lit all 33 initially. Now we're down to 13. We're seeing 6 out of 6 Raptors lit on the ship.
So they already separated, but they didn't say it.
Backburn shut down.
And boost back burn shut down. So it looks like we were able to get through the boost back burn this time around. That was one of the key objectives we didn't have on the last flight. And we've got 6 engines lit on the ship.
So look how fast they went all the way almost to space, no?
All right, so that's the first of 2 burns that the booster is going to be doing to kind of send it back towards us. It's going to be landing a couple of miles offshore from Starbase, hopefully. We're going to try and get it all the way down to do a landing burn, where we're going to use those 13 center engines. They're going to ignite. That's what's going to really bleed off all that velocity that it's built up. And it'll eventually, hopefully, transition to 5 engines to kind of fine-tune its path in, and then all the way down to 3 for the remaining bit. All right, we've got a couple of minutes to go until we get there. So booster's going to coast for a little bit. Ship still seeing 6 out of 6 Raptor engines lit. 4 minutes into the flight, ship's got about 4 minutes left. Getting some killer views. Kate, Nate, how was the view from down there?
It was incredible. I mean, it just shot off the pad, and seeing all the crowd now running back inside to take views on the screen here, it was amazing.
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna learn to not stare at the engines, because now I have a bright blob in my vision.
Right.
But now, speaking of vision, we could see both stages there
that
on
is
your
cool.
screen. Starship's second stage is still firing its engines. You can follow along with that with the GUI down on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Still following the planned flight path.
It's gonna curve,
well.
though. I'm disappointed.
Beautiful views of planet Earth there behind the ship.
Let me measure that real quick.
That's right, and we're actually getting a live shot off the booster right now, an onboard camera.
It can be flat.
You can see the plume from Starbase where it just lifted off 5 minutes ago.
On nominal trajectory.
We are there.
We are there. That is us.
I kind of want to run back outside and wave.
Right. Now, again, this booster is not planning to come back to the tower or to launch site for this particular launch. We are going to be planning to do an ocean splashdown just off the coastal starbase.
Chat,
so hoping
it's
to
gonna
still
blow
get
the fuck
some
up,
amazing
no?
views of that.
Bang! Chat, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna
Pretty
blow
awesome
up.
to see the Raptor engines there on the left-hand side of your screen.
Splashdowns always blow up.
See the plume there of those center Raptors. Those are the sea level ones, as well as the vacuum Raptors.
That's
are
flat.
the three on the larger ones on the outer radius.
Chat, literally 99% of chat last time was against you last time.
Just
it
like
would
on
blow
tower
up.
catches, we
And
are
I was
going
right,
to
it
be
blew up.
doing a 13
And once
engine
again,
landing
it
burn
will
to
go
slow the
boom.
booster down. Hopefully we can get a live camera of the booster right now as we're going into that phase. Awesome shot, you can see it there. So right now the booster is using their 3 hypersonic grid fins to guide itself through the atmosphere toward its landing site. You can see we're only 5 kilometers above the sea right here.
Landing burn startup.
Just heard the call out for landing burn startup for the booster. I have a feeling the crowd's about to go wild here.
Jesus, that's really fast. Boom! Boom!
And another awesome landing for Super Heavy.
Boom!
Congratulations to all the teams here at Starbase and at our SpaceX team.
That's one big
An
boom.
amazing, amazing view.
Chat, the landing in question. Bang!
Everything continues to go well with ship, as you can see there on your screen.
They'll have images, I think, later.
Yeah, we've got about a minute
Yeah.
with the ship engines on. Just looking at the booster real quick, it didn't look like we lit all 13 engines that we were planning for that initial landing burn. We were targeting a softer splashdown, and as you saw, it came in with quite a bit of velocity still. So landing velocity did look a little bit high, but really cool to make it all the way back this time to that landing burn. We'll dig in, figure out how to turn on all those engines, and then get to a full landing soon. But all eyes on ship.
Chat, I wonder if you're ever going to land those back
a little ways
at home
away
and not in the water.
from getting those
Even
engines turned off. We expect it to burn about 8 minutes and change in, so hopefully just about 15 minutes to go. Sounds like we just got the sonic boom
Yeah,
here
we sure
at
did.
Starbase
That was awesome.
from the booster splashdown.
Wait, that's so cool!
And engine shutdown.
That's, bro. It boomed that hard from all the way out is insane.
All right, Starship 6 Raptor engines have successfully shut down.
Nominal orbit insertion.
And there's our call out for nominal orbit insertion. So we got a ship in space. We've got a booster in the Gulf where we were planning
it's not
to
a booster
send
anymore. It's
It's a hell
fucking
of a
scrap
start to the
metal.
day, Kate.
Yeah, it sure is. All of our colleagues here are filing in through the doors. A lot of people wanted to stay outside and hear the boom. And so it's pretty great to see a ship in space, and everybody's super excited down here.
That's right. And as guaranteed, it has been an awesome day so far. All this action in just 9 minutes now. And objectives are done for the booster. Just want to quickly flag that that booster did land in a clear zone. We clear those before launch, well ahead, so that we ensure everyone is safe before the launch and after. So we're getting ready now for our in-space objectives.
Yeah, we've got a few minutes until the next milestone. So sit tight and enjoy the space views and, of course, the space jam.
Ice, you moron.
We'll be back here
ice.
at T+14 minutes to
No,
deploy
not the
our
deportation
payload,
agents.
which is
It's
20
fucking
of
a
our
piece
newest
of ice.
Starlink version 3 satellites. So we'll see you soon.
Are you That's ice, you fuckwad. Ice. Or metal. It comes from this anyway. Oh, it could be one of the tiles, Loki. Although not really, these don't. I don't think these remove on the way up. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I have some hot food. Starships are made to fly. Okay. Oh my god, it looks scrumptious. Hey, warms me up. I just woke up, I'm cold, man. I'm cold, I just woke up, man. Chat, by the way, what happens next, chat, is that this will open its belly, right? Then launch some discs like a pizza delivery, or like a Pez. They call it a Pez, but I don't like it. It's more like pizza. That'd be the most thrust ever, right? There's no way I can go fast like that ever. That. I want to become a national. Chat, what a traitor. Chat, it's so lonely in space though.
If you're just joining us, we're getting ready to deploy 20 Starlink version 3 satellites. That will get underway after we open the payload door in just about a minute. Now, for those of you that perhaps missed the previous 14 minutes, this is the second flight of Starship version 3. This is flight 13. It lifted off. It had a beautiful ascent as well as a ship ignition and stage separation. It was literally picture perfect from here at Starbase.
Picture perfect, and then we continued with that booster hot stage separation. Amazing to see some live replays of that. And of course, the booster performing its own boost back and landing.
Yeah, ship continued for about 8 minutes with all 6 of its engines and made it to second engine cutoff, where we heard good orbital insertion, and we've been coasting in space for the last few minutes. Now we're getting ready to deploy our very first real Starlink version 3 satellites. The door will be opening here in just about 6 seconds from now. Now we won't have the same views as we did on Flight 12 of our payload. We don't have those cameras on board these Starship version 3s. That was a Dodger Dog exclusive, but we will be able to see them deploy from the ship.
Oh, fuck off. We had 2 different camera angles last time, man. Oh, because of the wings, that's why. They had the wings, and the camera was on the wing, and
we should see the door open up really soon if we haven't quite gotten it open already. We've got 20 of these Starlink V3 satellites. Looks like the Pez door is open.
It's on the wing, yeah, but the wing moved. Oh wait, it's same rocket.
And so, yeah, this is the first time we've got Starlink V3 satellites getting ready to go into space. And I mean, these things are really just kind of crazy upgrades that they're going to bring to the network, where you start talking about just symmetric gigabit speeds through the Starlink network pretty much anywhere on the planet that this is going to unlock. So really exciting. These satellites are only going to be in space for about 20 minutes.
Wait. Why?
Sorry about that. These will only be in space for about 20 minutes, as they're on the same suborbital trajectory as Starship itself. This is essentially just giving us a chance to try and run as many tests as possible, deploy the solar arrays, antennas, whatever we can on these vehicles. We are intentionally being a little scrappy with it. They might be playing some bumper cars once they're out of the door, but we are looking to get these deployed over the next couple of minutes. In the meantime, they're getting ready to also do the Raptor in space relight. Listening to a little bit of conversation on that, but we are currently tracking to do it. I'll give you some updates if we hear otherwise.
And there you go.
Bang!
You can see our first Starlink V3 getting deployed out of Starship. Huge milestone for the team out here.
Yeah, the crowd is definitely hyped about this. We could see these Starlink V3s continuing to pop out with deployment assisted by the Pez dispenser. Now, this version of Starship is built to deploy up to 60 of these more advanced Starlink version 3 satellites. Each V3 is designed to offer 1 terabit per second of downlink capacity. Now, let's put that into Falcon 9 terms real quick. A Starship launch with V3 satellites will launch 20 times the capacity into the constellation as a single launch of V2 satellites on Falcon 9. Just incredible.
And anybody that follows Starship, you know that the views that we're being treated to right now, the views we get during those re-entries, that's made possible by Starlink. It's given us just this unprecedented look into Starship as it's flying through space, hurtling through the atmosphere. It's powering the dozens of cameras we have on board. It's giving us real-time data on every system that's telemetered on board that vehicle in real time. We use the exact same constellation to power all of our cameras that we have out in the field here in the Indian Ocean. So really powerful technology for just connecting you no matter where the heck you are on the planet, off the planet. So thank you, Starlink, for letting me watch this stuff as we fly through space.
No light from the sun?
Awesome.
Buddy,
we get
the sun is behind you, moron.
240 megabits per second of data rate off Starship, which everybody in the spaceflight community knows that's pretty insane when you're usually dealing with single digits on some of the older systems. So gives you a lot of insight, gives you a lot of ability to just rapidly iterate, know what the heck happened when things go wrong. But looks like we're seeing some more satellites get out the door. We do have cameras on some of them. The last couple that are going to go out are going to try and do the heat shield imaging that we attempted last flight. We don't have that camera view that we got on Flight 12 where you kind of see the satellite leaving Starship. Those aren't on the V3 satellites, but we are going to, on the last couple that go out, have some pretty narrow field view cameras that are going to be looking back at Starship, turn on some flashlights. And this is a test of a capability that we're really going to want when we start doing orbital flights to just add that extra layer of safety, that extra layer of reliability where we're going to be able to image Starship's heat shield after it's gone through ascent, after it's been in space before it re-enters. So we're going to try to test that again today. The heat shield imaging, we didn't get a whole lot last time. Ooh, looks like we got some thunderstorms on planet Earth below us. But a couple more satellites to go, it looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see our V3s in space. I want to give a shout out to our Starlink colleagues. Now we expect payload deploy to run until about 27.5 minutes, so about another 7 minutes here. The Starlink team will be attempting to speed run these tests, or excuse me, speed run test these version 3 satellites, where they will attempt to do a few tests such as extend the new solar arrays and antennas. They're also going to try and connect these V3 satellites with ground stations and turn on the satellite's communication systems. Now, they're only going to have about 20 minutes or so to do all of this, as these satellites only have that long before they demise in the atmosphere or break up due to that friction when they re-enter the atmosphere. So what we learn from today's deployment will help progress and move the program forward, which is super exciting. You could basically say that the payload's payload is data. That's right. We're getting very Inception here. Now, in addition to those tests for Starlink, for the Starlink team, as Dan mentioned, 6 of the satellites have been modified with engineering cameras to help scan Starship's heat shield. That will help inform our analysis of Starship's readiness for future catch returns back here at our launch site. So for those that might be unfamiliar, we are currently capable of catching our super heavy booster, and we've done that a couple times. We have not yet attempted to catch our second stage or ship, and so that is going to be a very exciting milestone when that day comes.
For sure, and we're building up to it with today's test. We are still planning to do our water splashdown in the Indian Ocean, so stay tuned for that. That's only about 40 minutes away. But still in space, we keep on deploying our Starlink satellites. Again, these are our V3 version of our Starlink satellites, a whole host of added capabilities to our version 2 that's currently in orbit.
And this is our team here at Starbase, Texas.
These are all of the team members that have helped build the vehicle, that have built the Pez dispenser and got it ready to fly today. Amazing work.
Now, for those of you that have just recently tuned in, there is a spaceship in your screen, we promise. Right now, the ship is in orbital darkness, so we don't have any available sunlight from the sun to help illuminate the scene.
Right.
But what you can see moving out from that smally lit space, those are the V3 satellites as they are being deployed. And essentially, the ship is illuminated from the inside, and so we're able to see the light come out through the payload door.
Right. Just a really small sliver of light at the top. That's our Pez dispenser. That's how we're both loading our satellites into the rocket and deploying it. It's pretty novel. We've got about 3.5 minutes still left of our payload deploy sequence.
Yep, looks like we've got 16 satellites deployed, so 4 more to go.
Both hands, and then we're
These
good.
last couple will have those cameras, so if you see any sudden bright lights, that'll be flashlights turning on those satellites to try and get some imagery of Starship's heat shield. 17 out the door. 3 more to go, and 18. All right, and while we wait for these last 2, we did confirm we are still go for our Raptor relight demonstration a little bit later in
So
the
not
flight
long ago,
today,
Jack,
so
we're
we will
discovering
be looking
fire.
to relight one of those Raptor engines on ship.
And the wheel and shit.
And that'll be
Now
our
we're
next
sending
major milestone after
massive
we get through
tin cans
these final 2
out into
satellites.
space. Yeah, it's we. Because we are not one. This or that. We are all one human race.
Just at 25 minutes into our flight, it's crazy to think that we're already screaming at 27,000 kilometers an hour, 200 kilometers above the ocean surface. Amazing.
Yeah. Now, for those of you that lost count, we have deployed almost all of our 20 Starlink satellites. I believe our last count was at 18, so we should be seeing 2 more. And we're very excited to see our version 3 satellites in space. And these are fully, these are real satellites.
Right.
They're not just
No, this is the real speed, 26,000
sats
kilometers
like
per
we
hour.
had last time. These are going to basically have a 20-minute lifespan where our Starlink engineering team will attempt to perform a number of tests.
I think the
and
speed
really
that they usually
speed
go
run
at
those
for
tests during that time.
orbital.
Right.
But
in terms of
but now
satellite
this is a
lifespans,
non-orbital
20 minutes is it's the
flight.
shortest you could possibly get, but hopefully in that 20-minute time frame we can really try and
Normally
ink
it's
out as
27,000
many
usually
tests
that
as
they
we can.
have it when they are in
It
orbit.
looks like we might have some.
It goes a little bit faster
This
afterwards,
might actually
but
be light from one of the
27,000
Starlink
plus is
satellites.
orbit.
As we mentioned before, a few of them, 6 of them actually are equipped with flashlights to look back at Starship, as we want to image the heat shield and understand the heat shield performance.
yeah, you'd be
through the
surprised
descent
at
phase,
the margin
as this information is
at
very
which you're in
important
orbit
for us
and not
to
in orbit.
know and
It's pretty
understand
slim.
as we prepare for operations that will enable ship to come back to Starbase for landing, for catch, I should say.
Right.
We
No,
are
I'm not
about
loving it.
40
I
seconds
did all
away
that.
from that planned
I'm
payload deployment sequence being complete.
I am a KSP official
Looks
certified
like we've
lander
just got
and
those
retriever.
last 2 to go.
I guess
These ones might
let
be
me do it.
coming out. Oops, they're starting to see motion.
Yo, one see. Rio, what did you think is on implement? I think it's a 10 small flowers.
19 out the door, 1 more.
It looks like we got a crowd at our Hawthorne, California location. Some colleagues gathering outside of mission control there as well.
That marks, if I'm not mistaken, our 20th. So our payload deploy sequence is now complete. Starship will now close its payload bay door and continue to coast around Earth to the Indian Ocean. Still a lot of major events to come today, including our Raptor relight burn at T plus 38 minutes, 58 seconds, followed by atmospheric re-entry, where the heat shield will be put to test, and eventually our splashdown.
Chat, any bets
So
on
with that,
any missing
we're gonna
tiles?
go ahead and go on to another quick coast.
Yeah, so sit tight, enjoy the views, and of course some more space jams, and we will come back here at T plus
I say
37
one.
minutes for
I say
our
one
Raptor
missing tile.
engine relight, and of course Starship re-entry.
I see one of them is loose. Chat, they scream USA, USA,
Drums.
but then they use
Verbs.
kilometers per
Drums.
hour, the
Drums.
Canadian measurement of
Drums.
speed. So I'm confused here. I'm coming here as an American, I'm trying to see some miles, and they use the Canadian system. Why is that? He's right. He's right. Chat,
Shut up,
I
people.
said it. He's right.
Checkouts. TVC checkouts complete.
Ooh. See, stars, see, look, stars, look. Hail. Oh, that's not actually. Is it? Hold on. Yeah, it is. Chat, it's not Earth, is it? Chat, is that Starlink? Oh. Nah, it's stars. No, it's not.
I love you, Mr. Cow, but you do not have high enough IQ to be watching this xQcl.
Let me think. No. Chat, this is the satellite that they dropped up, no? Because it makes a nice little line. Chat, sometimes you know what I wish you did? Film this, right? And at the bottom, give it like a replay, or like give it another stream that shows the compressed imagery, the well encoded, like a high quality VOD. Because this is live. It needs a more strenuous system.
Shut up, soy boy, go back to bed, lil bro. Just kidding, stay PLS.
Go clocking at your fucking dead end jump, fucking bitch ass. Go heat up the grill and start flipping my shit. The only words that me and you are going to exchange is ketchup, mustard, onion on my fucking burger, you bitch ass. Chat, you know this song that goes like that? Starships are made to fly. One last time. Hold on. Oh, what? Yeah, what is this other music in?
Turtle space program on an alien where laptop has footage wagon. Dance by actions.
Chat, what was that? I hate the drop, I hate it. Chat, I hate it so bad.
Welcome.
Let me play.
Wow, space and rockets, isn't this so cool? Wow. Okay, xQc, it's time to get the fucking record and stop looking at some starships, you sucker.
Holy banger! Chat, what did you say? Last time on first and more time on next. Shouldn't it be one more time and then one last time?
Remix this shit right now, it would be fire.
Okay, chat, what about this one now?
Yeah. Metro Weezy. Booming out the way.
We've done it with robotic arm on the space shuttle. We've done it with direct launch of modules.
Hi xQc, much love.
Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim a lot of stage like a laser tag. Fuck a rich, having rich set. Smoke a lot of trees, need a weed plant.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got red going jeans, cause I'm cool rap. Checking from my fan life is fantastic. I was broke as hell, sleeping on the mattress.
Holy banger.
I felt like a hell when nobody happy. Hot shells jumping out, they semi-automatic. Rain it up by the color, got a new edit. Now the VV's with a
Chat, this song is really good, man.
They can see me even if you had 3D glasses. Head in the bikini, she from Calabasas. Got a pocket full of blue cheese and some green relish. I'm a psycho for these hunters, got a cash fetish. I've been studying these hunters, I'm a mathematic.
It's not trying too hard. I don't mind the singing or whatever. Hold on.
The spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim a lot of stage like a laser tag. Fuck a rich bitch, having rich set.
Hello handsome, hope you're having a good day today. Thanks for going live and making all our days a little brighter. xQc.
Hold on, wait. Holy shit, holy shit, that's so hard. Wait. Wait. That looked hard. Chat, just look at it one more time, look at this. Yeah, it loads a new one.
Checking from my fan life is fantastic. I was broke as
hell,
sleeping on the mattress. Felt like a hell when nobody happy. Hot shells jumping out, they semi-automatic. Rain it up by the color, got a new edit. Now the VV's with a V-long jean jacket. They can see me even if you had 3D glasses. Head bitch in the bikini, she from Calabasas. Got a pocket full of blue cheese and some green relish. I'm a psycho for these hunters, got a cash fetish.
That looked hard.
I'm a mathematic. And this love make me wanna buy my dedicated. This love got me geeked up, I don't need it.
Anyway, back to that music, which should be a banger.
For a little bit longer of a time, we're expecting this burn to be up to about 14 seconds, where we've only done about 3 seconds previously. And so that should be coming up.
Sleeping on the mattress. Felt like a hell when nobody happy. Hot shells jumping out, they semi-automatic. Rain it up by the color, got a new edit. Now the VV's with a V-long jean jacket. They can see me even if you had 3D glasses.
You see relight there on your screen.
Wow.
And confirmation over the net. Relight shutdown. The burn has ended. Congrats to the team on this milestone. I mean, it's crazy to see how we can maneuver in space, and just another icing on the cake for today's mission. So we're going to be taking another quick break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes before re-entry, which is targeted for about T plus 47 minutes. So we'll see you soon.
Because I think that, I could be wrong with this, but I think that using directional thrusters, and they can kind of pre-maneuver it before it enters on the stage 2. Because they can move him around.
Hi, are we going to see them attempt to catch the rocket back with the 2 arms thing at the end? Love you.
Because I don't think that's a luxury that they always had it. Before, if they're not always all like that. Look, see it's spinning? See that? See that? Look at that. Look how much, look how fast it's spinning.
When it
See, it doesn't look like much, but this is really fast spinning. And they can control all that. It is fast because at this speed, right? Every degree matters. You know when they launch, you know I was impressed because how fast it was spinning it. Like even a single degree is crazy, because it compounds as it goes. It's a whole trajectory. When we're playing KSP, right? Even like 2 degrees, and you're going to fucking bumfuck nowhere. You could be landing on the moon, and in 2 degrees, and you're fucking going to fucking join the other satellites and fucking. You're gonna join the probes in the void. Chat, do they spin at the right time, at which it's gonna be upside down in reverse as it enters? Is it like timed properly, or they're gonna readjust it? Because I know they want to spin before all the disturbances in the atmosphere, right? Like the less maneuvers, the better. When in atmosphere, because all the disturbances in the wind and all that, with the speed and the heat. Because what they want to do is that they want to enter in reverse. Because they're going to use the chat. They're going to use the in order to land. Chat, when they land, they have to boost, and they use the retro thrusters.
Lil bro, stop yapping already. Thank you for the streams though, xQcl.
Retrograde. Like it's not retro? It has to be, you know? When you're upside down, you know, when you're upright and you're down, it has to be retro. Retrograde means opposite of movement. That's what I'm saying.
Been craving it since the track stream xQcl.
That looks cool. So what is that? Plasma?
Starship is starting entry. Good attitude for entry.
Entry is very exciting. You're gonna get a bunch of colors. You're gonna get a bunch of alterations. You're gonna get a bunch of, even some damage. Definitely some damage. Have some money on the one singular tile. You're gonna fly off the motherfucker. I don't know why they're never. Chat, why aren't they secured so tight that even an explosion wouldn't remove the tile? Why do the tiles even remove anyway? Last time they had a tile put in by fucking Mr. Beast, like, you know that shit's fucking flying off. The bro put some glue on that motherfucker like he works there.
welcome back once again to
We've never had
Starship
someone
Flight
install
13th,
flight hardware
the
who's not
second
trained
test
for
flight
it.
of Starship version
So what we
3.
got here is a heat shield
As you
tile.
can see
We
by
put this
these
on,
pretty cool
then
views
we
on your
fold the
screen,
edges up, and we
the
snap
ship
the
is
tile.
currently re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. Now, we probably have some first-time viewers.
Right, so re-entry, it's a critical phase of flight, and we need information on how the ship's systems perform. So re-entry, you can see that speed in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. We have to scrub all of that speed down so that way we can safely land. It's a lot of energy to be able to scrub down, and it's all the energy that we just used to launch the rocket as well. So Starlink will also help us gather as much data as possible, which is really the main reason why we do these flight tests, is to see how the ship performs in space and evaluate how it works.
This is gonna blow the fuck up.
One more path to collect data to help us rapidly iterate Starship's design.
Yeah, exactly. And if the ship manages to make it all the way through re-entry, we'll collect valuable data on the spacecraft flying through the Earth's atmosphere, and it's doing so at hypersonic speeds, or more than 5 times the speed of sound. Re-entry is typically a portion of flight where we don't have communications with spacecraft because it's re-entering at or around orbital velocity, which is roughly 8 kilometers per second, or about 5 miles per second. So at those speeds, the spacecraft is moving through the atmosphere so fast that it creates a plasma field around the vehicle.
And so the data doesn't send it.
That blanket of plasma distorts communication frequencies, so it's not uncommon to experience brief blackouts in communication. Starship is designed to land on Mars, where there are no runways or other humans to help out, which is exactly why we're testing this landing procedure that we're doing today.
Splashdown, not explosion.
We're doing these
splashdown equals explosion. And a vehicle like that has fuel and rockets.
Because propulsive landing.
He's right.
You heard that call out. Flaps do have control of the vehicle. You can actually see one view. Your screen moving around, that's actually camera affixed to the flap.
65 months xQcl, 65
so as I was saying, we're testing these, doing these landings instead of more traditional means, so that way, propulsive landing, we can enable more rapid.
But I don't think it will.
Yeah. Now, we did just hear that call out. We should continue to hear some call outs as the ship makes its way back to
I'm
Earth.
a bitch if this doesn't blow up.
When we hear something called entry max heating, as well as entry max
No, I am a bitch if it doesn't blow up,
actually. The ship has made it through the maximum heating and aerodynamic loads that it experiences as it returns. So, safe to say that if it makes it through those specific points, we're doing pretty well.
What's interesting about this?
That's right, so we'll continue to hear multiple callouts as we go through this phase. One of those callouts will be that the ship is transonic. We'll also hear another one when it's subsonic. Transonic will be referring to the period of flight or velocity.
You get all giddy if you can land all your milk in your cereal in the morning without splashing fucking milk on the side. You're just taking a fucking rocket into space and landing it on the fucking Earth, bitch ass.
0.8 to 1.2. For reference, commercial jets have a range of cruising speeds, but most fly at roughly Mach 0.74, 0.85. Just for reference, that's between 480 miles per hour to 575 miles per hour, or 770 to 930 kilometers an hour. And subsonic, another call out that you'll hear later on in the stream, subsonic will refer to speeds that are much less than the speed of sound. So at this point in flight, the
slowing down a tiny bit,
slowing down drastically. So with re-entry well underway, we'll take another break and return just before the ship's landing burn, targeted for T+1 hour and 5 minutes.
Here's the name of this thing. It's drastically at the bottom. I mean, right now there's small alterations because they're doing adjustments and whatnot. I don't think. Look how nice it looks. They're just going through the layers until they enter the atmosphere. Ooh!
Can you make sure that last Dono stays banned? Username is Elomegalal. Lil bro is cringe. Pep pains, pep pains, pep pains. I know you looked everywhere, but I'm pretty sure the McLaren isn't in space.
It's currently being built right now. So look how cool that looks though.
Will you hop back on Sand Game soon, Prej?
Soonish. I wish they showed what layers they're currently traversing in, and what are the characteristics that makes a spaceship do all these colors and shit. Like on here, or on maybe another diagram, like what layer are we in? Like altitude, layers, Earth. I don't even know all of them. The troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere, and the atmosphere. Wait, no, I think that's all there's of the atmosphere. Yeah, see like this, look. See like this. Like what, how do they act differently on the spacecraft? Chat, Hans Zimmer cooked when he went with this particular part right here. Chat, is that heat for there? Yeah, it's always trying to burn a little bit. Yeah, see, it's like degrading a little bit there.
I subbed, but you still ain't welcomed me to the jungle. I left my.
Yeah, don't worry. I get the music segments already pre-designed for later.
2 subs in autumn. You must not have got him. Him back. Hi, dear women and men. Guys, relax. Nice green screen 3 head.
So I was confused about this last time, but basically, the you know there's now, then there's like later whenever it's like close to the Earth, the possible damage is like soonish, but it's not by the end of it. It's whenever they lose all that speed. So whenever they're like in with all that speed and they start to shave it off, that's when the shit gets really really hot. Well, I mean, before I thought it would be more by the end of it, when they're really in the atmosphere, right? But it's really on that entry. She will get molten red, but it usually survives. Last 2 times it survived. It's really nice. It does burn in a little bit. It degrades. 'Cause I think the reason why they did it is because they don't want to burn the ship. 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 They don't want to bur Chat, what the fuck do they use that can withstand all that heat though? Chat, because this is subject to fucking to all temperature. Fucking cold, hot, molten. Carbon, ceramic. Tung sour? Tung sour? Silica-based ceramic. Look at that. Look how cool it looks. Imagine you made this. This is your craft. Like you can see your craft like being tested to the limits. Chat, literally the limits of life. I don't actually remember where oh, look how much speed it's shaving off. So it's now then, right? That it's gonna be subject to the maximum stress. Well, I think we're nearly there. Like now, pretty much. Oh! Oh! I can see it! It's gonna start lagging now. All right. Next song. Next song, quickly. Quickly. Fuck, I had all my songs. I mean, they're not there anymore. Yo, where my songs at, man? Chat, by the end, I'm spoiling it, chat. I'll be using Oppenheimer theme because it's going to blow up like a bomb. Because it's gonna be a little bit like a nuke. Vad man vill ge den you don't know? Because as I said earlier, today is a rare memento where we will be experiencing a double splashdown, which means that there's no landing efforts being made so that to recover the device at all, whether it's the stage 1 or stage 2, it'll just be blowing up in the water. Oh yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I did know that. I do know that. It's okay if you want to say it's not blowing up. Just say, I am a bitch if it doesn't blow up. Because I took the bet already. I said, I am a bitch. I am a bitch if it doesn't blow up. So yeah, you have to take your side right now instead of being a fence sitter. Even if it lands at 0 kilometers per hour, it still will explode. Okay? I mean, I don't get it. You want to say no? I don't give a shit. You need to say what I said. If it doesn't, then say. I'm gonna pull this.
Your streams
I
have
know, you know
helped
what?
me through some
Better than that,
very
we'll do
tough
predictions instead.
times.
I will do a bit of prediction. Will it explode or no? Yes, it will explode. No, it will land safely. You have 2 minutes to be voting. You know, don't kick your ass low on that. Oh my god, this chat is so absolutely dumb. How is it dead closing votes because you're losing your points for a reason? Why are you losing your points? You're so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god, I actually can't believe it. Wait, they said it will not? Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you think it's gonna blow up? Because it always does. A splashdown, even at 0 kilometers per hour. It still has fuel. It's still a massive, big ass, fucking piece of metal. Like it'll belly flop on the side and blow up.
Can I get a welcome to the jungle?
It has to. Oh wait, Martin, look at chat. I did prediction and it did it bug out? What happened?
Coggers.
I don't see anymore.
Coggers.
Yeah, who ended it? Did it end it? Oh, I see it at the bottom.
Cutest streamer in the world.
So how do I... Fine. Oh, look! It's home! It might be too early. Well, I think it's about... No, I think I got it. Maybe a tiny too early.
To decelerate. We're coming up to the ship landing burn. One of pretty much everybody's favorite part of Starship test flight days, and that's going to be coming up here in just about a minute or so.
Holy
We're going to try and light all 3 Raptor sea level engines for this burn. We'll light 3, do the flip. We'll eventually go down to 2 as we get close down to the water, down mode to a final 1 engine before we hopefully execute a nice soft splashdown. We'll see if we've got our buoys and drones in range with the recovery team. They're going to be standing by to try and get some additional views of Starship's heat shield, which from one of our initial looks, it did pretty well on the flight uphill, but we'll continue to dig through all the visual data as we get it. We didn't do any real stress tests or anything on this flight. We did do, you heard our landing Larsh flight controller call out. We were doing the swoosh maneuver. This is kind of the final maneuver that we plan to have starships returning to Starbase do, that will essentially hook them out over the Gulf before coming in and over Tower 2. But about 10 seconds away. Look for 3 Raptors, the 3 in the middle, to light up, do a flip. Let's see if we can get this thing in the water. 3 sea level flip. Seeing how the chamber pressure's on. Did our flip down to 2. Starship descending into the Indian Ocean. Down to 1. And we're in the water. And it's a soft splashdown in the water. That is a first. That is the softest splashdown we have ever had with the Starship there in the Indian Ocean.
It's bound to be an exciting day for our recovery team. I mean, that huge milestone to even get to soft splashdown, much less have the vehicle stay afloat.
Yeah,
I will.
The teams are super hyped here. Got some crowd here at Starbase Texas. Everyone's super excited. We never really get to see Starship floating so serenely in the Indian Ocean, so we're certainly enjoying these extended views.
Hold it!
Like I said, we're really pumped about this. I want to check in with Tyler. Tyler, how is Hawthorne feeling about Lucky Flight 13?
Now,
hey, Kate,
does
we are so
fire
excited about another
count
successful
as
Starship
an
test
explosion,
flight
though?
and those gorgeous Starlink views that we had. And we can also confirm that we managed to make contact with all 20 of those V3 sats.
Pay up.
So it's a massive day for us. So congratulations to everyone at the team at Starbase, for Starlink, everyone here and around the company who've contributed to the Starship program
now
as we make progress again towards a multi-planetary future. So thank you.
The premise of the bet was that I would be.
And back to you guys at Starbase.
I'm not going to double down
Thanks
and
so
do
much,
all that.
Tyler. Now, for anyone who perhaps missed the action, I suggest that you rewind the clock. Wow, look at that view of the Starship heat shield tiles. You can really see how the atmospheric re-entry, how it disperses the heat around the edge of the vehicle. I don't think we've seen quite that close before.
Never. And honestly, however short-lived that ship standing, bobbing in the water is,
I wish they would sell the tiles if they're not going to reuse them.
It's unbelievable that we were able to keep that ship afloat. Now, we promised maximum excitement, and Starship V3 delivered. Congratulations to all of our teammates at SpaceX and to everyone who supported the Starship program. And thank you to all of our future customers for your support.
Yeah, as you can tell, the crowd really enjoyed that Nemo cam for a moment. We'd also like to thank the fine people of Cameron County, as well as the Coast Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration, and the Government of Mexico.
The amazing views do not end, so be sure to follow SpaceX on X for updates and more of these exciting shots that we didn't get to feature on today's broadcast.
And to get an inside, real-time look into the teams bringing this incredible rocket to life, check out the latest episode of our documentary series, Starship. And of course, thanks to all of you for tuning in. And we're going to head back up to Dan for some additional thoughts.
I'm losing my mind right now. We are still getting views
Wasted
from
my points for this shit not to blow up SMH scammer xQc.
We have tried in the past to do these splashdowns as softly as possible. We experimented with rolls. This is the first time we've put an intact Starship in the water.
Yeah, keep bragging, bro.
Keep bragging, dream scenario
now
for the team that's trying to get this
you
heat shield data. Normally you're working with a slightly charred Starship in the water,
doubters rise,
and now we have one intact. So the recovery team is moving in with their drones, and we are still getting views from Starship. It is sending these via Starlink from the other side of the world while it is floating in the water.
Salt water. No.
After flying through space. Like, this is just completely surreal right now. This is just a mountain of data that we're going to get back. This is going to be so critical for refining the heat shield, everything else, and the really good news is all of these views that we're seeing, you're looking at a pretty intact looking heat shield, which as a reminder, we were flying at a significantly higher dynamic pressure. So
why not? It went to space. It should be. It has a bunch of radiation
on the way uphill, and it's sitting there in the water. And
plus the re-entry.
So I'm a little bit over the moon on this. I know a lot of our team is just
the tiles.
Fascinated in the control room behind me. I mean, everybody is psyched. Everyone's gathered around their computers looking at these close-ups that we're getting of these
That's
heat shield
sick,
tiles.
actually.
18,000 of them. I mean, you can probably count the ones that are missing right now on one hand. Like, this is just absolutely incredible. And the fact that, like, the cameras on board the ship are still sending back video is just a little bit surreal. So, wow. Lucky number 13. Hell of a flight for Starship. Get it all the way there in the water. Really great day for version 3. So,
Homie never trust me. Bro, I didn't know. It's the first time they ever landed it safely. What the fuck was I supposed to tell you?
Nate said we're gonna keep releasing more of this.
It was more likely than not it was gonna blow up, but they knew something they didn't tell us. They're insider trading.
We caught, so keep following us.
They insider traded, not me.
SpaceX. Whole bunch more cool imagery from launch from the flight that's going to be coming out soon. Yeah, let's just close on that. I mean, look at Starship in the Indian Ocean. That's fantastic. We'll see you all back here for the next flight test of Starship version 3. With that, we'll say goodbye.
See you, man. I enjoyed my stay.
This is the guy who has lost millions on gambling. Never trust his predictions.
Shut up, you fucking moron. It's literally one of the first times that I've ever been wrong on any Starship launch of all time. I'm literally never wrong about anything I say on these fucking flight tests, you fucking bitch. Literally so unlucky.
Did you see the heat tile that was missing? That's the one that Mr. Beast put down.
No, let me check out.
Okay. And we're gonna let you do that.
Oh, really?
But you can only do this once, and we can't go backwards. So if you mess it up, we have to destroy it to get it out.
Most correct
yeah, so no
XQC prediction.
That feels like a lot of pressure.
Okay, let's do it. I'm a rocket engineer.
We've never had someone install flight hardware who's not trained.
Chad, look how thick these mother suckers are, though. Like, what the fuck? Chad, that's busted. Look how thick that is, though. That's like 3.5 inches. For you, by me.
XQC.